Good evening, everybody. How are we? Sorry about the mess. I'm trying to get organised, right? I've got such a busy show tonight. There is stuff everywhere. I've even got Lily in here, and I'm going to have to pass stuff out to her when I finish showing it. Goodness me, what a night. Good evening, everybody. It's Lisa. It's Friday night, 6:30 as always, and Friday Night Live is going to be a cracking one tonight. So please make sure you let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. And yeah, a very warm welcome. So I know it's going to be busy. I've got loads to get through. Friday nights, I'm trying to make a little bit more demo heavy. However, some nights I can't. There is so much to get through unless you have got a long time to stay with me. If you have, that's fine. If not, you can always go back and catch up. But I reckon it's going to be hour and a quarter tonight, easy, because there's a lot to get through. Lots I want to talk to you about. Lots I want to show you. And the other thing I wanted to say was,
Hannah says it sounds like your mic's not on.
Hannah says it sounds like my mic is not on. Right, okay. Is that Hannah?
Your Hannah.
My Hannah. Can you hear me now, Hannah? Let me. Hello. Oh, I've turned it up a bit. Hannah, can you tell me if that's any better? Keep an eye out, Lily, because my comments are far behind. And I don't want you to put yours on because it will reverb in the background. So I will say hello. Let me move this over a bit just in case. Is anyone saying they can hear me?
It sounds a bit like Hannah says it's a bit tinny.
Bear with me. Hang on, bear with me.
If you hear your mic, she's tinny.
I really don't want it to be tinny tonight. That's not what I need. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me check. Microphone.
Hannah Gosling-Smith says it sounds like you're streaming from the bottom of a well.
Right, now the microphone wasn't on Black Magic, so let me just check. Can you check for me now that you can hear me better? If you can hear me better, because I won't talk for too long until I can make sure you can hear me properly. Or Hannah, if you're in WhatsApp, could you WhatsApp just to confirm it's better?
Better.
It's better. Excellent. I don't know what happened. It looks like it changed my mic and it was coming out my computer, so that might be why I sound like I'm in a well. Okay, right, so let's start again. Good evening, everybody. How are we all? Busy night tonight. Right, okay, let's start by saying hello to a few people and then we will dive on into this because Muse Maker launches. We've got new Rolife, we've got new product, we've got deals on, we've got questions I need to ask you, so lots. So let's say hello to everybody first. Now, what I will say, QR code over there, Friday Night Live. Very quickly, if you order 4 stencils, one of them will be free. The cheapest one will be free. So I would encourage you to go and have a look there. So it's 4 for the price of 3. So buy 4 and you get 1 free. So one of you're paying for 3 stencils basically. So have a look up there. So let's say hello to Beverly Holden, Kate Willie, Patricia Taverner, Lorraine Gower, handcrafted by Gaz, Primrose Gibson, Carol By, Nancy Johnson from Ohio, Karen Keane, Helen Brand, Joe Payton, Fedegina's here, Joanne Smith, Sue Reed, Amanda Mitchell, Sarah Jane Kennedy, welcome. I was watching John the other night. I saw you on John, Sarah Jane. I was going to say hello and I was a bit shy. Hello, Virginia from Georgia. Hello, Lynn Frierson, Elaine Richards, Michelle Burrows, Julie Moody, Sally Ann Merriott. Oh, goodness me, Karen Gary Roden, Christine Dyer, John Quill McLean, Crafted Diva. Goodness me, lots of you here already. There's 203 people here already. Linda Hendren, lovely to have you here as well. Nan Campbell, Dorothy Howe, Virginia Bush, Julie Lorraine Thomas. You're from Bromsgrove. Isn't that near where Sharon Curtis lives? I think it is. You can hear me. That's the bit I've got to. Hello, Linda Longfellow. Hello from Alaska. Hello, Reckon Sue. Lovely to have your company. Loud and clear on Facebook. It seems a bit echoey, but everyone's saying it's okay now. Sounds good my end. All fine here, all fine, loud and clear. Yeah, loads of you on, loads of you. That's better. Deborah said that's better. Deborah, you're going to like tonight. You're going to really like tonight. I know you are. And it will all be available when it comes out. It'll be available for trade as well. It's going to be available around the world. Kyle's Pike. Did I say that right? Kyle's Pike. That's better. That's better. Yeah, you're all saying that's a good. Tina Foster. Hello, Tina. Yeah, she had the wrong mic on. Of course I did. Of course I did. How did that even happen? Right. Okay. That's better. Sounds a lot better. All good now. I can see and hear you perfectly. It says Lucy Grove. Oh, thank you, Nan. She said I'm looking lovely. Thank you. I actually washed my hair tonight. Makes a change, doesn't it? Right. Now, it's very cold tonight. It is, everybody. So it's lovely to have your company. I'm not going to say too many hellos because we've got so much to get through. So thank you for joining me, everybody. I know I keep looking over here, but I'm just checking that I'm not missing any comments. So hi, Paula, as well. Paula's here, as is Rebecca, Josie Levy, Dawn Thomas. I could go on forever. There's loads of you here. So thank you so much for being here tonight. So first things first, as I say, I really need you to go and click that QR code or go to the Friday Night Live category because we have some amazing, amazing deals for you. So there are a ton of stencils and we'll get into those in a while because we're going to demo with these. So it might help you make your decision. But we're also going to be demoing with something else. And it is a little bit of a tease because you can't buy it yet. But I do want to give you pre-warning and I want you to pop your name down for the items that you do like because they are going to go quickly. And I know that because I have had the biggest fun playing with them. And you can, all the cards I'm going to show you, I've made, and this is unheard of. Lily will tell you, I stopped my Rolife for an entire day and I sat and I crafted the whole day and I absolutely have had a blast. So without further ado, I would love to introduce you to Muse Maker. Muse Maker, what is Muse Maker? Why did it come about? And I've got goosebumps just talking about it already. And what is the purpose behind it? Now, you all know that I started out my journey in craft with paper and ink and MDF and stencils, and it's always been a core part of what we do. So as time goes on and things change, you move into kind of different genres. I've still maintained that clean and simple style that I always love, but I kind of moved away from stamps and MDF and that kind of product, didn't I? I've had so many people say, we need more stamps. We really want more stamps and we really want to see the MDF. Can we have storage for this? And can we do this? And can we do that? And this is kind of where Muse Maker came into its own. Now, this has been on the cards for a long time. It's been on the cards longer than Cadence. So when Cadence came along, what a synergy, what an absolute synergy. And I'm going to show you one or two little things that I've been playing with on my card using Cadence products as well. And actually, when you look at what I'm going to show you with Muse Maker, you're going to see how Lisa Horton Crafts, Cadence and Creative Company that's coming as well is going to work beautifully. There's another brand that is coming to the family as well. Paula got a parcel today. I got my parcel as well today, Paula, but I'm not allowed to mention that one yet. But that will be something else which is super special, which is going to work with the stamps. Now, what I will do is I'm going to go to the QR code and I am going to switch it to Muse Maker. Now, it's going to say to you all of these products are sold out. But what I'm going to do in a moment is I'm going to break it down into the 3 releases. It's not all coming at once, but we want you to know that I'm not just doing this to play with a few stamps. There is going to be, you can see we've got 16 stamps already done, already in the building, ready to be broken down into releases. Stuff is coming to accompany that as well. There are stencils that have just been made, some beautiful DL stencils, stunning artwork. There are other things coming, which we will talk about another time. But let's get into Muse Maker and show you all the products, how it works, and let's have look at a few of the samples. Now, let me grab mine, and no, I won't. I'll grab the originals. and I'm going to pop them in order. Bear with. You'll see how much I've got going on here. Let me get them in the right order. I had them in the right order, but they're probably going to be all out of sync now. Let me get the samples. Okay. Oh, goodness me. And you'll see from these how much I've loved these. Okay. Now, I'm going to push the Rolife to one side. I do want to talk about Rolife, but we will come on to that after. All right, let's push those out of the way just for a minute to give us a little bit of space here. So first thing to say is these are going to be a really good price point. So you're going to be able to get A6, you're going to be able to get A5 and DL stamps. And I'm going to show you first of all the first release that will be coming. Now this release will be coming to you on the 6th of March. So that's Friday week, not next Friday. I will demo them next Friday as well. Just kind of get your creative juices flowing and you can start making decisions on what you like, what you don't like. But I won't be here in this studio. Paola, Hannah and myself are all going to be getting together in another studio. So we've got more room. My studio is great, but it's kind of, I don't know, I want to be able to flick really quickly to different areas. So we're doing it elsewhere. And we've got 2 hours as a Friday night live on the 6th of March where you can purchase as normal here. As absolutely normal here, but I just won't be in the pink studio. I will be somewhere else, but we'll talk about that next Friday. So let me flick you to camera 4 and we'll have a look at what's coming. Now, the first release is phenomenal. Let me get back to the comments because there's a ton of you here that I am missing. Yes, stamps, you made my heart sing. Love stamping. Claire Steenson, hello from, sorry. Hello, you. I've been following you and your journey on Facebook. I've nearly reached out to you the other day to see how you were. I saw how you were, to be fair. And she's starting up a crafty business again. So Claire Steenson is a great friend. She's followed me and I followed her for donkey's years. She does some great sublimation cups and mugs and all sorts of things. So check out Claire Steenson. She's a really, really nice as well. Really nice lady. Right, back to camera 4. Let's get back into this. So let's start here. So the first thing I'd say is the first launch is going to kind of be your not your basics, but your elements that you're going to come to time and time again. So the first one we've got here is cracked terrain. Sorry, Lily, I can't see that. Hang on, I can't see anything.
One garden house booklet.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry. I'm just doing some work in the background. Something else I need to talk to you about. So this is the cracked terrain. Absolutely gorgeous. So let me pop that here. So you'll see here, you've got that super cracked texture. You've got this almost like, I want to say, you know, when you see an old newspaper, but you can't read the words, but you know there's words there. It's kind of that. And then you've got these gorgeous dots with a bit of kind of grungy bits missing from them. Super cool. Now this is mine, and you'll see that it has definitely been well loved. So that's number 1. So we'll pop that one there. This one's gonna fly. I'm warning you now. I'm going to demo that one tonight very quickly to show you something that is going to go in a blink of an eye. So what I need you to do is, if you like it, please could you sign up to be notified when in stock, because then I can get them ordered and ready if we start to get low on stock. That stunning, and you'll see in a moment. The next one, again, I think is going to be incredibly popular. Well, this whole release is, and when you see the samples, you'll see why. This one as well. Love this. So you've got your coffee rings, your almost like your splatty areas, but you don't have to have it if you don't want it. So you've got your separate ones. These little circles are great fillers as well. You can make little flowers if you want to. And of course, you've got your harlequin there as well. And absolutely another gorgeous set. The next one is this. I love this. So this one is one of your backgrounds now. So this is going to give you the ability just to, use this. You could use some embossing powder on this. You could use this just with your, I don't know, your straw hat ink. So you've got a delicate background. It looks almost like, you know, when you're in the garden and you've got the raffia kind of fencing, and then pop one of these on the front in black. Who knows? So much you can do. And then this, I love this to scribble. Absolutely super, super cool. So I love that. And again, you can see they're a great size. Really easy to use as well. Ink this in pink, yellow, blue, I don't know, brown, orange, green, whatever your colours are, and you can create a super background really, really quickly. And of course you can repeat it longer should you want to. That's that one. And that one, rotate it as well, do it that way and that way. So it's like a cross hatch. So that's that one. And then we've got a couple of sentiments here. So I wanted to do one of these for ages. So this is your aged glossary. So you've got your nice words there, your not your alphabet words, your dictionary words. And then you've also got your brilliant alphabet. Now your alphabet is an A5. And the great thing about the alphabet is they are all individual. So when you look at this, you've got all your letters, you've got your, I can't remember what they call them, your whatever you call them, can't remember the names. Anyway, you've got them the same size as your alphabet and your numbers, and then you've also got them small. So if you just want like a 21st but a tiny ST, you can have that as well. So that is release 1. Now I'm going to come back because I can't see all the comments. There is tons of you. Looking forward to the NEC to get my first Lisa Horton inks. Oh, these are fab. These are fab. Well, these tend to be sold in bundles or showing as separate. They're all going to be sold separately, so you can go and grab yours, sign up for what you like, and then you can grab yours when you're ready. Okay, so that's release 1. Let me show you release 2 and release 3, and then I can show you what's on today, the rest of today's show. But these are really lovely. So this is release 2. I can't tell you the dates of release 2 yet, but so cool. Look at that. So that is your beautiful, beautiful fluttered line. So you've got scenes built already for you there. Already done that. So you haven't got to do a whole lot of work if you don't want to. Really, really great. Gaz said it's right up his alley. Do the alphabet stamps go with your previous dies? No, they don't. These are different. They were done with Creative Expressions, weren't they? No, they're not quite the same. But the style is the same in that you'll be able to use them, I'm sure. And then this, we've got the beautiful, beautiful kind of, I don't know what they call it, like a ledger. And this one, we've got a bit of script with some splats. So you can use these as great journaling backgrounds should you wish. But as I said, these don't have to be kind of mixed media. You can do that. Look at that. You can do that in yellow, pink, red, blue, green to make a background, or just highlight certain numbers for a birthday. Really, really beautiful. Great size as well. And then we have this. Now, I think this is going to be really useful. You can kind of do that thing when you kiss cut your stamp. So you could take this background, and if you've got another solid stamp, you could kiss that one against the other one, so you get like a texture on your finish. Does that make sense? We'll try and do some of that when all 3 releases are out. And that, love that. And then finally in this release we have the chaotic ink. This is going to give you your separate splats. It's going to give you the ability to do your building of your kind of backgrounds. These, again, swatches. These are great for swatches of your ink pads as well. So lots of different opportunities here. All right. So I used to think butterflies weren't for me, but you've won me over. They're really cool, aren't they? But it gets better. So the final collection in the 16 stamps are these. So if you don't want to have it pre-done for you, all the elements are available to do this. Okay, so we've got our butterflies. Let me move that one out of the way first. Our gorgeous butterflies. So you've got your solid as well. So if you wanted to use, where's that stamp? So if you wanted to take ink your butterfly, take this stamp and kiss it against that butterfly, and you'll get all the texture of this stamp come out on that butterfly. So again, lots of options. And then this one, oh, look at this one. How gorgeous. So you can see just from that, doesn't have to be grungy, can be, but how cool is that? And then we've got this one, which I love. So if you like the kind of soft backgrounds, you can do that with this, and you can spritz it with a little bit of water and it will look very, very, very cool. Very cool. So that is going to be fantastic. And I reckon we'll see a lot of that, maybe with one of these in the middle cut out. Just look, so cool, so cool. And then this, now this is grungy and I like this. I like that you can do across the middle of a card, black, white, red, green, purple. Think of that black, a sentiment in the middle there, white embossing powder. That would look really, really good, wouldn't it? So gold, anything you could do that. That would look lovely. Stamp that in gold ink, do that in panels down your card. Loads of ways of using that. And again, that we want on the butterfly, solid one in the middle would look great. And then finally, look at this. So this gives you all of the little elements. So you've got some script, you've got your cracked glass, you've got your kind of scribbled elements, repeating patterns, you've got your stars, your like your ziggy zags, 2 different sizes, 2 different shapes, and you've got your crisscrosses. So again, another one that's going to be really super useful. That is release 3. I'm almost certain I've got that right. I might, if I haven't, I apologise. So that's release 3, release 2. Yeah. And then release 1, they are super, super yummy. And Gaz, you're right, they will go beautifully with the stencil deck. So release 1 is this. So here is your introduction to Muse Maker. Let me show you the samples. I am absolutely blown away. Now, I did a little reel tonight for Hannah, and I will get that over to you, Hannah, because it really shows the products beautifully. Now let's start here. So straight away, very not grunge, very pretty. Just changing my colours up using one stamp, one simple stamp to create that background. Honestly, just ridiculously cool. And I've used the create element from the Age Glossary, and I've done it in grey, so I've kept it nice and soft. And then I've used one of the fundamentals to make a super pretty card. Can you see here the little circles? They've come from these elements here. So start thinking outside the box a little bit. So this is really simple elements that you can use to build up beautiful, beautiful cards. So that's your first one. Now I'm going to pop these here. I'm going to shuffle these over. All right, let's shuffle them out of the way for a minute and let me show you a typical Lisa card. Here we go. Now, all that is, let me bring them back in again. I shouldn't have put them too far away, should I? This, my circle, all I've done is stamp it, and I've used the same leaf here. And this one in the blue is the dots down here. Simple as it gets. So no, Michael, this is a tease for you of what's coming on the 6th of March. And then you can buy these ones very, very easily, individually on our website. And again, same thing here. Look at this. Very Lisa. Do you remember that piece I said that looked like a newspaper? That same one again. A couple of those circles. And the word kind comes from the glossary. But I just used the word kind and I masked off the rest of it. In the background there, that is from your stencil deck. Okay, it's that simple. You could create everything from vintage to bright summer images with these. Absolutely, absolutely. So you can see my style here, can't you? My style is very clean, very simple, and honestly, really easy to use. So I did another one for a reel. So that's similar to that one, obviously, because I I'd done one, then I thought, well, I'm going to do a reel on that because that would be really cool. But all I've done is change the colours very, very slightly, put my sentiment up there instead of down there, and I put my dots up there instead of down there. Do you see what I mean? But this one, I don't know if you can pick it up, but in the background, you might see the shimmer. There's some silver paint on that one. This one doesn't. No, this one's got silver paint. That's me. Yeah, there you go. There's silver paint on that one. That's the Cadence paint, but we'll come on to that in a minute as well. So that's those. Now, when you do go a bit grungy, you can do some super cool things. So I'm kind of showing you things I shouldn't really. Oh, actually, before we get to that, let me show you this. So look at that. Really simple. And do you know what that is? That is the waste of this one. So when I stamped that, instead of cleaning the stamp off, I stamped it onto another piece of card. That one, I stamped it onto a piece of card and I got another generation out of it. The circles, exactly the same kind. It's the same ink pad, but it's just the next generation. Really, really easy to do. Really easy to do. I'm just loving all of these. Oh, thank you. Are you releasing them on the website before the 6th? No, it's all, you can go and be notified when they come into stock. But yeah, it's going to be on Friday, the 6th of March with myself, Hannah and Paola. Right. So let's say you like your grunge. All right. Let's say you do like your grunge. So this is more grungy. This is as grungy as I can get, guys. Honestly, Hannah and Paola are much better at the grunginess than I am. Again, it's one of the, let me get the stamp. It's this one, all right? And I've done it in a lighter colour, and I've just put it on my hand, and I've just done a little bit in the background. But underneath that, I've braided some Cadence gold paint. And then that's the new die coming, but you're gonna have to wait for that one a little bit longer. But yeah, just to show you how cool that is. So that's the more grungy version of Lisa. And then when I had a piece that I had a load of rubbish and waste on it, and all I did was I cut it out. So when I found that I'd used as much as I could of the ink in different colours, I literally cut the piece of paper out. I inked with I can't remember what around the edges. I think it might be that was coffee bean. I think around the edge from my Swift Dry, but that sentiment on there and done. And then let me show you. It's not a finished card yet. Look at that. So I got that far, but I didn't get any further. That was only done yesterday. So I need to kind of finish that one off and decide what I'm going to do with that. Not sure yet. I might put a panel across the middle to separate some of the colour, and then put like maybe a pink flower or something. I don't know yet. But as you can see, right, you do not have to be a messy crafter to do this. This one, I mean, couldn't be cleaner if you tried, could you? Just black and white. All I did was stamp the stamp 3 times and put a frame around it. That's all I've done on that. So that's that. Let me move that out of the way. And then this one. Now, this one is a bit grungier again, but you can see that colouring. That's the Cadence paint. But all I've done is I've literally, you can't see it very well here, I've literally used a little bit of the waste paper in the background. You probably can't see it, but it's got a few dots and stripes and all sorts of things going on there. And then literally just like so. So that's the samples I've done already. Joe's lost signal. Has anyone else lost signal? Hopefully not. Should be all right. I'll keep an eye on it, but it seems to be okay. So yeah, so as you can tell, I've had a wonderful time. So that is the first release of Muse Maker. Let me bring you back. So if you do like it, please will you sign up to be notified when in stock. But it is going to be Friday, the 6th of March, and it will be here as usual, but I would just be in a different studio. That is all. But we need a bigger space to show exactly what we want to show. A couple more to show you, and then we will go on to tonight's deal and the Rolife. So let me just go through kind of things I've got left, like, you know, bits of card I had left and where I was going with it. So here, this one actually I didn't show you. So that one, I've done a reel on this one. I did that tonight. And I'm going to just show you that little technique tonight because it's super, super cool. Really easy, not grungy, but a great, great background, isn't it? Isn't it just so cool? Just so cool. So I'm going to leave those there. I can't push them any further at the minute. But let me show you all my bits, okay? So I'll keep this little frame out, all right? Let me move these other cards out of the way now. Put them somewhere safe. Where can I put them in the safe? Oh, God knows. Right. Put them somewhere completely safe. So this technique that I've done, which I'm going to do a little bit of for you tonight, I've done here as well. So I had this frame and I kept thinking, oh, I don't know what to do. Look at that. So straight away, modern, classy, and fresh, right? A little bit more earthy. If I change that, that would have been really, really classy as well. So that's those. And again, look, this is one of the, see, I've just stamped them all out as well. So that is one of the backgrounds in release 1, but wait till you do that. So now you're kind of ready to go with whatever you want to put on the front of that. Really easy. So it can be mixed media. It doesn't have to be mixed media, but can you see what I mean? And again, from the same set, which is this one, which I love, that's that one, obviously. And then this one, what I did is I spritzed it with water. But wait till you do that. Look how cool that looks when you do that. Isn't that cool? Very pretty. And then I had an idea and I drop shadowed that one. And I thought that looks cool as well. But if you want it like that and you want to repeat it, you can do that. What else did I do? Look, another one just with, I can't remember, but that was burnt ochre, I think. And again, if you want to keep it modern, you can do that. And I think that was a bit of the waste of the previous one I showed you. And then I stamped loads out, look, in different colours. And then this one, I adore this one. I had kittens over this one when I was showing the girls. Look at that. So cool. To me, it looks like Christmas trees. And what it is this element here. But look at that. How different does that look? Very easy to do. You're all having a chat, aren't you? I'm missing all the comments. Apologies. Again, the waist. All right, waist. You can see in the background it's waist. But no, it's not. There's your card. And again, this one, I didn't realise I'd done it on one of my cards. Straight away, that's the beginning of something else. So I'll end up putting a flower or a leaf or something up there. And then again, all my waist pieces here. Look at this one. Look at that. And I'm going to show you the technique to do these tonight. Let's go to that one. And that was a plain card. And then look at this. This is your silver metallic paint from Cadence. I'll show you that in a minute. Again, a bit of it was a scrappy piece of card, but I've cut that out and kept it. And then this is your Cadence paint. All right, so I'll show you the Cadence. Look at that. Isn't that just ridiculous? So this is what's coming in if you want to use these in your background. So where's that? Where did I put the frame? Here's the frame. A white frame if you want to keep it modern. Black frame if you want to turn it into a little bit more mixed media or grungy. You know, we talk about mixed media, but you do mixed media. The second you use your glue on a piece of card, you're doing mixed media. So again, cool backgrounds, make it modern. Up to you. You don't have to be grungy, you don't have to be messy, you don't have to be kind of dirty crafters, if that makes sense. So that's all of those. Is that Dora? Let me just check. Yes, it is. Yes, it is Dora. Dora is coming to play, 100%. It's a very, very beautiful paint. Very beautiful. So the ones I got to test at the moment are the bronze, the gold, and the silver. Absolutely stunning. But I'll show you those as well in a bit. Honestly, there's so much to get through. I told you, didn't I? Right, let's move these out of the way and let's run through the next item. So what is available? What can you buy tonight? Well, you can buy, where have I put them? These. So all of these is buy 3 and get an extra one. Okay, so basically you pick 4 stencils and you're only going to pay for 3 of them. So honestly, you are going to love these as well. Think about this one. It's going to go great. Hang on, where's me? Oh God, I've messed them all up now. Look at that. Oh, Lisa. Think about that with that. Think about the butterflies with, or the hearts, all of them. They're all going to be super cool. Hello, Claire. So this is in the offer. One of my faves. You all know that. You know I love that one as well. Look at this. Now, we found a handful of these behind something else. These are one of our first layering stencils. Look at that. 009. Now, that is 181. So this is a very early one. There's not many of these. These are double layered. They've still got your pegs on them. So make sure you get these ones because obviously these are, again, on a great deal. But don't forget, you're going to get 4 for the price of 3. So that is going to be a good time to get these. Crumpled netting. Again, you see me use that all the time. This one, adore it. Adore it, adore it. I think Mary did a great sample of that not so long ago, or she reposted something. That's your anemone. And then the layer checks. I mean, these are relatively new. So you've got your crosshatch. This is a really good size one as well. So you've got your 2 layers on that one. You see me use this a lot. I don't know if I've got, yeah, I've got a sample up here. Let me just grab it. Now, I did it for Christmas cards, although it's not very Christmassy. You see in the background? That is your tiles. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's that one. There's loads of them, honestly. You can go and pick what you like out of these. And then we've got the gorgeous, I just adore this as well. Your wavy blooms. Your pebbles. I saw Tina did something with the pebbles the other day as well. This one, Art Deco petals. I've not used this enough. Individual flowers as well. Really pretty. Straight lines as well. So you could do them across the middle of a card if you want to. I don't care what time of year it is. I think this is just a ridiculously gorgeous stencil. Just the corner. I mean, you don't have to use it as a spider's web if you don't want to. Stunning. This one. Now, I don't think I've played with this one. This is really cool. So you've got your script and you've got your ledger as well. So that's going to go with some of the mixed media stuff. And there's your crackle. Look at that. That's going to be great as well. There's your crackle. And then you've got your stars. Again, really, really useful. So all of those, I need a bigger shop. I do need a bigger shop. No, he won't let me have one. All of these are available by 4 and you're going to get one of them free. That, I love that. It's got 4, it's got 3 stencils in that. That's a deal, that is. I didn't realize it had 3. It's so pretty, that one. Sorry, I've got distracted now. The rest of them are individuals, I think, other than that one. So that one. Yeah, these are all individuals. These 2. Honestly, that will never come back again because it is 009. So you've got 3 different colours and there's your result. So it's not 4, but I've marked what it does. And that one as well. So honestly, go and have a look at those. Really, really exciting. What about a warehouse? Please do not talk to me about that, Michael. This has been in conversations quite recently, but the thought of actually moving anywhere. I've got the shop and we live above the shop and behind the shop. And then we've got the building next door. So we've got the entire building next door with how many storage rooms, Lily, have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 storage rooms. So we'd have to move everything out. It would be worth it. But also, like if one of you says to me, have you got a so-and-so in stock? It's very easy for me on a Saturday afternoon or a Friday night to go, oh, I'll go and have a quick look. If we're in another unit, then I'd have to get in the car and drive and I'd have to wait till Monday. So it didn't happen. But yeah, so loads and loads of reasons to stay. Okay, so a crafty village is what we need, isn't it? Can you offer in a package? Are you talking about the Muse Maker? Not at the moment, because the prices are too good for us to be able to reduce it by very much at all. So at the moment, no. That's not to say it won't happen in the future, but at the moment they are all individual. Okay. We have got stencils coming as well to go with them. So there's lots of things that are going to be accompanying them. So potentially in the future there might be a bundle with stencils or something else, but as it stands, no. Now, I could just look on the inventory. I could, Lillian. Problem being is people like me are very good at going into the shop and saying, I'm just going to borrow one of those. And then I take it and I don't change the stock levels. And then my accountant gets cross when the stock levels are all out of sync. And yeah, we won't talk about that. Anyway. Yeah, so what was I going to say? I was going to say something very important then as well. Don't know. It will come to me. It will come to me for sure. So make sure you sign up anyway, to make sure we can see how many of you want what. Right. Next thing to talk about is Cadence. Okay, so I had a meeting about Cadence again today. Orders will be going in next week for our first batch of products. They will come to our website and they will go to TV. So you'll be able to get them from your favorite shopping destination. But I think it takes 2 to 3 weeks for the product to arrive. I've requested some bespoke product as well. So it all gets shipped together. So it may be 3-4 weeks. We're hoping to launch end of March, beginning of April. But please just bear with us on that. As I said, please comment below if there's things that you want us to have. Dora paints for a start, Deborah, 100% coming. Gesso, things like that, 100% coming. Stencil spray, coming. Those kind of things will be core products that we always keep. Rice papers. It's very exciting about rice papers. Lots and lots of things that will be in the crafty arsenal as a standard. If there's anything particular that you do like, the hybrid paints are incredible. But if there's anything else that you're interested in, just pop it in the comments and we will see if we can add it to the orders. It's absolutely no problem. Then the other thing, Creative Company will also be around the same time. I got a call on Tuesday with the MD about, I can't remember what it is. I think it's about that and something else, but that's fine. So there's lots going on there. Also, Paola and Hannah are going to be off to the academy training as well. So I've got to stay here and kind of man the fort while the girls go off and do all the education. So you're going to have experienced creatives knowing exactly what they're doing out in Turkey. So that's all really, really good, exciting stuff to come. Next thing, I haven't even demoed yet. Rice papers and the Suzette. We're trying to. One of my design team lives in America, so we're using her as our little guinea pig to see if we can work out a way to start opening up America again. We don't know yet. We're going to see what happens. If it arrives with Cheryl, okay, great. If it doesn't, then we know we're not ready for it yet. But we will do our best to get it to the States. Now, the other thing is question, exactly what I was about to answer, Kelly Marie. Will these products be available in the USA? The answer is yes. Okay, so we are just waiting for... It's a form we have to fill in for the stamps in the USA that we need to get returned to us and signed off. But yes, the stamps 100% will be going to Notions and Scrapbook.com. Potentially Simon Says as well, but we need to see the pricing and the difference in the pricing for the US and the shipping. But yes, they are definitely going to Notions and Scrapbook.com, 100%. So that is no question about that. Cadence, yes. Cadence will be coming as well, but that's going to be a little bit of a longer turnaround. Again, I've got calls next week, which next Friday I can probably give you a little bit more information about the whens and the how it's going to work. But yes, it will be coming to the US, that is for sure. Laurie, yes, I know. I'm hoping that the tariffs that were appealed may make a positive difference for us. I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait and see how it pans out. I do feel for you guys in the States and getting product to you. It's very, very difficult. Notions are really trying to help us at the moment because everything is so tough to get things out to you guys. And we don't want to leave our retailers low on stock, which can happen because we just can't get things there. But we are doing our best, I promise you. It's all happening in the background. It just seems to be such a long process. So please, honestly, can I go with Paola and Hannah and carry their suitcases? Joe, they're very little, and I don't know if you might make it. I'm not saying, and it might make their cases a bit weighty. That's all I'm saying, because they've got to bring stuff back. I'm sure. Oh, Margaret Dixon, that's great news. You've got the Ultimate 2 as one of your embossing folders for the first time. Also ordered stencils to go with it. Looking forward to doing something new. That is brilliant news. We have got new embossing folders and stencils coming. Probably March, April time. It's some stunning things on their way to you guys. So just bear with us on everything. Right. Let me just talk to you about Rolife. I said to Lily, should I bring the Rolife in and we can show everybody? And she said, yeah. I said, well, there's only 5, I think. And she went, I don't think so. I said, I think there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new designs. 13. Did I not count right? 1, 2.
I forgot one.
Oh, Lily forgot one. What's that one you forgot?
The little cube one. The
Super Creator.
Cozy Living Lounge or something.
Cozy Living Lounge. Is that on the website? Yeah. Okay, that's not anyway. So I'm going to give you my favourite first. I've got 3 favourite. Right, I'm going to give you my favourites. A good day, Diana Stroker. It's lovely to see you here. I know a few words in Turkish. Do you, Rebecca? Are they good words or are they naughty words that you can make the girls think they're good words and then make them say something naughty when they get there? So I love this. And this is the Becca's Baking House. Rolife is selling so well for us. You seem to be really, really enjoying these. And the Nooks and Crannies group is really, really, really going well, which I'm so happy about. This is only a level 2. This is easy, guys. This is easy. It's got a teddy bear cake in there as well. I didn't notice that. And it's got smiley faces on the bread. So really easy one to do. Becca's Baking House. Adore that. Then this one, it always reminds me, I mean, my mum's kitchen isn't like that, but it reminds me of home and family, and it just reminds me of my mum's kitchen, and it isn't even like a kitchen, but I just love this. So this is your cozy kitchen. Yeah, and what one's this? This is a level, oh, this is a harder one. That's a level 4.5. So that's going to be harder than that one, but it is beautiful. I just love this one. I love both of them. And my other one, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that just delightful? The Cheers Bar and Dining House. It's a very vintage, very cool, very, very lovely. And that's only a 3 as well. So that's your Cheers Bar and Dining House. I've got some more real nooky ones as well. Look. So we've gone for the arcade dating. It's got a little light in that as well. So that's super, super cool. Really like that one as well. That feels like a heavier, bigger one. What level? That's only 3 and a bit. So that's a really lovely one as well. That's a traditional book nook style, isn't it? Let me come up with the other book nook styles. Here's another one. This is Sunshine Town. Well, I've read past 5, haven't I? I love this as well. It's like Covent Garden, down the little alleyway, the little shops and the little balcony, and it looks really lovely. So that's your Sunshine Town. This one, I think it's going to be a cracker. And we've got this one, which is the Magic Fantasy Corner. Got a little black cat in there, and the little a little spider on the what's it called, the broom. That looks gorgeous. Then we've got this one. I would take out the the bunny rabbit. It's not really my bag, the bunny rabbit, but just take the bunny rabbit out, and that is the Holiday Cafe. I absolutely love these. Right, Lily, I'm going to have to pass these over to you. Can you? I'm on the overhead, so you can take a few at a time. Right, those two. Let me bring in the next one. I think this is going to be a cracker as well. Look at that, the fairy house, fairy tree house. How cool is that? How cool is that? This is a bigger one, and that is a 4.5. So that's going to be a trickier one. So cool. That's going to be lovely, isn't it? And then the final three, as I said to you, we're going to keep some more book nooky ones. So this is the garden house as well. So it's a kind of different version of a greenhouse, but I like that. If anybody watched Friday Night Dinner, it reminds me of what's the dad's name, Lil? Martin. If it had walls on that and not windows, it'd be like Martin's shed. And then these ones I think are going to be cool. This one is the corner bookstore. Love that one as well. Some of these I've never seen before. That's only 2.5. That's going to be great. And then for the masculine people out there who like the garages and the oil and getting a bit dirty, look at that one. You've got the garage workshop. Great one for Father's Day. And finally, I think this last one is Simon's Coffee. Now, I can't work out if this is one of the older designs or the newer designs. I can't see where does it say how hard it is? It doesn't say. Does that mean it's really hard, or does that mean it's really easy? I'm not sure. There's no. You can go on to Rolife as well, and it will say what level it is. Can't see what that says though. But anyway, so that's the last one. So that's your Rolife. If you're interested in Rolife, let me come back. The Fancy Corner Book Nook, we're right up my daughter's street. I got the first book nook here a few weeks ago. It's her birthday on March the 4th. Oh my God, the fairy tree house. I know. They're all so good, aren't they? So we tried to get a few different ones in this time because, I mean, some of them they sold. I mean, that sold out. Where's that one? I didn't realise it. Did we restock that? We didn't, did we? I didn't realise that had sold out. Beautiful when it's made. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's those. Final thing to talk to you about before we do some demos. So I've talked for so long. Honestly, Carol, bye. Honestly, that for your husband, isn't that great? Just think it's really great. Right. You guys have been asking me, I've got years, can we do some card blanks? I put a post in the group today. Yes, we can do card blanks. I've spoken to my lovely friend, Mike, who I've known for donkey's years, and I mean donkey's years, at Crafts UK Limited, and he's going to supply us with card blanks. I'm just going to show you what is available, and you can tell me what you like, what you don't like. All right. So some of you have answered in the poll, but let me just give you an idea of what's here, and then I can get the order in. So I will show you quickly. We can have, well, they call it C5. So it's A5 cards and envelopes, 8x8 cards and envelopes, 5x7 in white, 5x7 in craft, 6x6 300 GSM, 6x6 250 GSM, move them over, and then we've got 6x6 craft. We've then got our A6. Now, I don't like this one. You tell me if you like it. I don't like it very much. Coloured A6, which is orange, yellow, green and blue. Not my favourite, but you might go, oh, I really like that. Pastel one, not so bad. And they've got matching coloured envelopes with them. They're more what I would use, but I probably am not leaning towards these two, but it's up to you if you tell me you need them. And then we've got the A6 craft, and then we've got A6 regular, and then we've got A6 textured. So there's linen texture on those. All right, their cards are super good, super good. So you tell me again in the comments what you like, what you don't like, and we'll get them in stock as quick as we can. All right, I feel like if we're going to fill up our website with everything you need, that's what I need to know. I need to know exactly what's going to work for you guys. So shall we demo? What's the GSM of the card blanks? They're different, Rachel. They're between 250 and 300. Linen is 300. The regular 6x6 and that are 250. The craft is 280. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea. So between 250 and 300 on the white and 280 on the craft. Okay, yes please, yes please. Got home so I will catch up. A6 regular texture. Yep, see, I knew you'd love them all. Hello Pat, nice to see you here. Can you get the A6 the 6x6 scallop? I used to stock those. I will find out. I will find out for you. I'll speak to Mike on Monday. I'm almost certain we must be able to, unless they discontinued them, because I asked for black as well, but the black has been discontinued. DL, I will ask for as well. He didn't send me any of those, so not sure. I can bespoke it, but I think my MOQ, minimum order quantity, is 500, and I don't need 500 packs of cards. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, so let's do a couple of demos. Now, I would like anything textured, but not keen on the coloured. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. You're right, Lily. Oh my God, my wires. Oh, she's trying to escape, but all my wires are everywhere. Oh, she's so funny. Now, I'm going to first demo with Muse Maker with a couple of inks. Are you going to come back? Right, 2 colours, right? This is very quick, and I just want to show you the simplicity of Muse Maker, and then we're going to use one of the stencils as well. Okay, I know there's so many. P.S. I love your hair. Thank you, Julie Lawrence. It's got so long, my hair. It's got so long, and I can't have it cut yet or coloured, because when I lean back, it pulls on my scar. I've got like 3 months before I can have my hair coloured and cut, so it's very frustrating, but thank you. Right, so I'm just going to show you a little technique with this set. All right, shock horror, stamping block, very useful for these techniques. Now what I am going to get out is my foam mat that goes under my Ultimate. The reason being, where have I put it? Hang on a minute, I'm just going to go and have a look for it. Hang on. Where is it gone? Where is it gone? Can't find it. Okay, let me put something underneath. Is that going to be thick enough? Yeah, that'd be thick enough. Because I don't want it to dip in the middle. All right. So I have normally got my foam mat underneath from my stamping tool. I said something else that I shouldn't have done then. However, if you've got something you can put underneath it, that's fine. So I'm just going to show you this super quick technique, just to show you how easy these stamps are to work with. Let me do it with this one, because you've seen this lovely one here. We're going to do it with the other one, which is, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at all these comments, because there's so many about the cardstock. I'd rather colour the card versus coloured card. Absolutely, that's where I sit with that. I have to go. No worries, Beverly. Nice to see you here anyway. So I'm going to use this one. And all I'm going to do now is let's move these out of the way. You know what I'm like, I've got to get tidy, because I can't do it if I'm not tidy. Right. Let me bring that in. I'm going to bring some water in. Now, I'm not doing this on a particular size card. I'm going to do watercolor or regular colour. Let me see what I come to. Okay. You could have come round, Lily. I'm on the overhead. Right, okay, you're all through. She's been very kind and trying not to mess up my cameras here as she's trying to squeeze through to take the Rolife back. I'm actually going to use watercolour card. You don't have to, not for the technique I'm going to do. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ink when I'm using rhubarb jam for this, and I'm going to place my rhubarb jam all over this stamp like so, right? That's simple as. And then I'm going to take my anthracite. Now, my anthracite is very, very juicy. And I noticed that when I was demoing earlier. So I'm going to be really, really quick with this. And I'm just going to, a little bit of that, like so. That's all I'm doing. I'll zoom you in just a touch. Bye, Patricia. See you later. Just a little bit here. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mister bottle, like so, a little bit of water, and I'm going to put that down. Let go. I'm not even going to hold it, right? I'm going to lift that up. Look at that. And then there's plenty of water on here still. You can add a little bit more. Don't know if I think I need any more. I might do a super quick one. And then I'll go like that. There you go. You can push down if you want. You don't have to. Can you see that? So straight away, you're creating a super cool background. And all you do is you keep doing that on your, let me get my tissue and wipe that just a little bit because I'm going to put my water on there. All you do, tap off. I would normally use a microfiber cloth or something. Then you go back in with your ink. Okay. Oh, my comments have got covered there for some reason. And then a little bit of the, that's it, tiny bit there. And then water again. And now you can start to build up your own background. I'm going to go that way now. Pop that in there. And you'll see straight away how you can start to build a really cool scene. So I'll pop a little bit down there. There we are. You see how that's coming together already? Lisa, you could buy Hobbycraft stores. They're looking for potential sale. Are they? Where'd you read that? Right, let's go back in with the same colours again. And that. And then a little bit of that black. Okay, so you can pick your own colours. Can I ask, when you do different inks on, does it contaminate the ink? It does, but because I always put the light colour on first, it doesn't really matter. So if you're doing like a yellow and a blue, do the yellow first and then put the blue over. Don't do it the other way around. But it's not a big problem. You can wipe it off anyway. It's really not the end of the world, but always try and start with your light colour. So look at that, really, really easy technique. And I'll show you the one I did when I did my little reel. So that's your rhubarb jam. Great combo with the anthracite. Here we go, just down. Tiny bit. Because it's a new one, it's very, very juicy. And then pop that down like so. There we go, look at that. So now we've created a super cool background straight away for your card, just with two inks and one little stamp. So again, you don't have to be fussy, you don't have to be careful. It really is the easiest thing to do. So if you're thinking, oh, you know, I don't like grunge, well, there's no grunginess in what I'm doing. I'm just using my ink as I would always do. I've got two colours, blended them together and put some water on it. The yellow and the blue. Let me just show you yellow and blue. Honestly, it looks so good. Let me do that. Now I'm going to change the No, let's be brave. Right, I'm going to clean that. What I'll do is I'll see if I've got anything left on there. Tiniest bit, but let me just wipe that off, and then I'll go and get a yellow and blue very quickly, and I'll show you that because that does look so good. And let me grab a piece of, I'm just going to grab, that's not watercolor. Let's move them out of the way quickly. And then I'm going to show you one of the 3 for 2s as well. So let's go with our usuals. We'll go with Surf's Up and our Juicy Pineapple. Right, so I'm going to go yellow. I've cleaned it well enough. And then if I go just with a little bit of the blue, looks really good. There we go. Let's not go overboard on the blue. Just show you how lovely this looks. Yeah, that's going to be really pretty. So you don't even have to press down. Look at that. So there's your yellow and your blue. That is Surf's Up and Juicy Pineapple. So yeah, you can do exactly the same thing. I didn't add any more water, but you can see what I mean. You can build that up absolutely beautifully. So that's what I'm saying. These stamps aren't really kind of hardcore mixed media, but they can be if you want them to be. But you don't have to think, well, I don't do that. I don't like messy crafting. No mess here. I'm still a clean and simple crafter, but I love, love, love these. Mother Goose. Oh God! Oh, you're having conversations. So do you know when you're releasing your new little die cutting machine? No, is the answer. They're here. It's just, look, there's a lot coming out, and I'm not going to be that person who brings it all out at once, and it's just too expensive, and you can't afford things that you want. It's not fair. It's not fair on anybody. So I'm not prepared to do that. But it will be coming. Probably over the next, I reckon, 4 to 6 weeks, I would say. So bear with me on all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can see that. Very super cool. And the first one we did, hang on, was like that one. That's the same colours. And then the light one is those colours. So same colours, different stamp. Same colours, different stamp. Jacinda, was that the one you meant? It was the Juicy Pineapple and the Surf's Up ink pad. Honestly, absolutely lovely. Yeah, I'm not prepared to do too much. I want to keep it easy for you. I want to make sure you can justify the spend because it can get too much. I'm very aware of that as well. Very aware of that. Right, very quickly. I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess. Let me show you. Oh, what one do I love? I mean, I love them all. One second. I've got my head's thinking about something. You've seen tiles plenty. I like that one. Let's do pebbles. Now, what I love about this is you still get your peg system on here. Actually, I've got one already open. Let me not open that one. I've already got one open. Hang on. You tell I love this one because I've already got my own one and it's really dirty. So let's bring you back and just show you. I told you it was a busy one tonight, but I'm not showing you stuff. So are you in charge of things coming out, or is Adam in charge? Well, if it's my business, so ultimately it's me, but Adam, as my business development manager, is quite right in saying, no, not yet. No, you've just released something. No, give people a chance to use what they've got. No, or he'll go, oh my goodness, just do what you want. But I am just mindful of people's wallets at the moment. I think it's really important to be. Okay, now let me pick some cool colours. I'm going to go burnt ochre, I'm going to go, oh, let's go earthy. Let's go rum and raisin. I'm thinking. And let's go cobblestones, I think. Right. Okay, let's have a look and see how this looks. So I just want to give you an idea of how to create a really cool background. And again, because we're on a time thingy, I'm going to use my wonder brushes because they cover areas quickly. You can use your Pro Blend, or you can use your stencil brushes as well. But let me just come in with these because they're super fast. So this is burnt ochre, and I'm just going to go randomly in areas. Now I don't like this brush. I think this was one that's had something on it that it shouldn't have. So if I change my brush up, don't be surprised. I'm going to come over here, and then I'm going to come down here, just randomly. Just love this. Now Tina Foster did a card where she made it look like a giraffe, which was super cool. Okay, change up my brush, and I'm going to go in with rum and raisin. Love this colour, utterly love this colour. And then we're going to come over here and mix these all up. It's going to be so cool. And this is really vintagey, but you can do yours nice and bright if you want. And then down here, I'm going to come around here. Might move that way. So that's a good thing about the Ultimate as well. And then over here, mix those colours. Colours you wouldn't necessarily think go together, but they're both kind of antique-y looking colours, so they're going to sit well. Leave that like that. And then I'll come in with the cobblestones with the grey. I think I might need a new brush for that. No, I don't like that one. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, that's a nice brush. This is a smaller brush, but that's lovely. Okay, so cobblestones over here in the corner. I'm going to come down here. And when that goes into the other colours as well, that gives you a really cool effect. And then these kind of things, you only need to matte and layer these and pop a sentiment on. So when you're looking for quick cards, I always come to my stencils, always around here. I probably should have done a little bit more of the burnt ochre, but you'll get the idea anyway. They're such a forgiving set of colours. Let's bring that down there. As you can see, with the smaller brush, it takes a bit longer, but that's okay. And I'm going to leave that little gap there, and I'm going to just fill that in with a burnt ochre because I'm not keen on too much dark in that corner. Pop that over like so. And we lift that up, you'll see some lovely colour combos this evening. A bit different, Sue Reed, isn't it? I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Look at that. And you wouldn't expect, right, that and that, would you, to give that gorgeous result. So that one is your pebbles. I need to stop watching your lives, Lisa. Oh, Sarah, look at that. You are, Margaret, honestly. And always remember, just pop your stencil over your peg holes. That's all you need to remember. All your stencils will be numbered. They'll have a really faint number in the corner somewhere. Make sure you have them the right way up as well, so the number faces up. Start with number 1 and just keep going and you're good to go. But look at that, love that. And all you would do, I haven't got the right size card, but look, there's this one. If I turn it over, look at that. Straight away, there's your card, almost done for you, isn't it? Really, really easy. So that one is the pebbles. So let me show you another one. We're going to use the same stencil, right? We're going to change our colours up though. Oh no, or are we going to? No, we'll do a different stencil, but the same colours. I think that's what we'll do. Hang on, let me choose what I want. Yeah. So I'm going to choose the wavy blooms. I've got one of them here as well, look. You can tell I love this one too. So I'm going to stick with the same colours, and Let me move the other ones out of the way so I don't get into a pickle. No, look at that. I've nearly put that back in the wrong pack. Let me put this away. As I always tell you, I will go and clean my stencils. I always do them afterwards. And then the wavy blooms, you can see, well loved. Let's get another piece of that card. Let's grab, oh, hang on a minute. So much card everywhere now. And of course, you can make loads of backgrounds, and all you need to do is pop a sentiment on all of them, don't you? And then you can do loads, save them, and then you can do them whenever you feel like it. So if you're having a bit of a mojo loss or you need a quick card, another good way of doing it, isn't it? Right, so I'm not going to worry too much about the ink underneath. I'm just going to do it, all right? So forgive me if some of the colours bleed a little bit, or the greys and the other colours are a bit more muted because it's picking up stuff off the mat. But again, we're going to do the same thing, that same ink, that one stencil, and you'll see how completely different the project looks. So when you've got your ink at home, if you're on a budget and you don't have many colours, just go with the colours that you like and what you have. It really doesn't matter. You can really get some good blends. Just go for your favourites is what I'd say. But I would always recommend you have a grey in your stash, always. So I can see here, a little bit of that purple coming down there. And then when you blend that in, like I said, you kind of get that muted tone. Let's come down here a little bit over here. I won't keep you too much longer, but I just wanted you to see the different colours and how they look. So that's those two. I need to get crafting again. You do, Kathy Grimes, you do. I have a giraffe with a stencil. I have a giraffe stamp. It will be with that stencil. Worked great with that. Love wavy blooms. I do Rebecca as well. It's one of my go-tos, this one. And then over here, come with that grey again. This is screaming colour combo of the month, isn't it, at the moment, this one? Very unusual colour combination for me, but it's quite nice if you don't want anything too heavy. And then just down here with that grey. So never always think about grey, because grey sometimes is much softer than a brown, sorry, than a black, but it's also good for doing around the edges of things as well. Look at that. There you go. How cool is that as well? So again, let's bring that card back in. And then look at that again. So hopefully you can see why I've put all of these beautiful stencils together. So there's that one and that one. Look at that. There's those two. Very cool. Just a little bit more pink in that one, but very lovely. So let me just run through them quickly before we go. Let me put my inks away. Let me just put my inks away very quickly, and then I'll just run through everything for you. I hope I've got through a lot tonight, but I hope I haven't overloaded you with information. I probably have, but let me bring you back. So what you've got available are the pebbles that I used, the wavy blooms. You can just see what they're going to be like now, can't you? You just can see a few colours, a little bit of ink. Ah, can you imagine that one in those colours? Yes, I can. And then your bubble wrap, your checked, your stars, your crackle, that looked good as well. And then you've got your scripture ledger, your creepy cobwebs, your art deco petals, your tiles, your anemone. Again, that's going to look, that will look cracking with those colours. And then your crumpled netting. So that is your ones that are available. All right. I was going to touch on these. We'll do that next week. They won't be here yet, so we'll do that, the Cadence paints, next week. But information overload. There's a lot there, wasn't there? I told you it'd be a lot. But did you enjoy it? Hopefully you've grabbed yourself a bargain as well with the stencils. That is it for me tonight. I am going to love you and leave you. It is 7:51. I've not eaten yet, so I'm going to go and have a bite to eat. It's my mum's birthday today as well. My mum's 80 today. She doesn't do Facebook, but if somebody's here that knows my mum, which quite often there is, happy birthday, mum, and I'll see you tomorrow. So make sure you share this video, comment underneath with your choices of card blank, what you want from Cadence, what you like from Creative. Just keep the comments coming in just so I can keep up with what you're after. I will be back next Friday, hopefully with a lot more information for you. Get subscribed to the Muse Maker products that you're interested in, and have a lovely weekend is all I can say. It's been a busy night tonight, so thank you for sticking with me. A lot of you have stuck with me, so I appreciate that. And I will see you next Friday. There will be Cheryl live on Monday. There will be Claire live on Tuesday. I will be back on Friday. Any TV updates, Hannah will put the schedule into the group next week. But have a great weekend, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.